Hi, I'm Cynthia Kahn, founder of Amused Now, and I'm here today with indie alternative recording artist Kevin Gullickson from Radio Drive. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, Cynthia, thank you for having me.
My pleasure, and congratulations for winning our ReverbNation featured artist contest.
I am honored and I'm just blown away that you went through 2,000 submissions and chose mine. Thank you. That is so amazing.
Well, another big congratulations for the success of your runaway hit, A Taste of Heaven. I love that song.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I also love the video for A Taste of Heaven. You've won bronze awards from Beat 100 for that video and also for the video for your single New Direction. Do you produce your own videos?
Yes, to some extent, kind of a little secret here since, a lot of indie artists are on a tight budget. What I did is I subscribed to this video footage website, stock video, royalty free. And then I download clips, and then I'll do some filming of my own, with some friends with an iPad mini or something that works. And I've hired people through this company called Odesk, so you can tap into resources around the world for A Taste of Heaven. I actually contracted somebody from Russia to edit all the video together. So the whole thing was like under 200 bucks.
Wow, that's terrific. I've heard of using Odesk for developing applications, but this is the first time I've actually had somebody tell me they use them for videos. That's terrific.
Yeah, it's an amazing resource. I mean, I've used them for like my social media and helping with that, and even the previous videos. New Direction was done by this guy over in Alexandria, Egypt, and I think it's like $80, but just brilliant with the footage, and he put the music, and it just fit perfectly. So I was glad at those results.
Wow, a little gem there. Well, your music has been compared to Depeche Mode and Coldplay. How would you describe it?
That's a good question, and I don't know why I have such a time describing my own music. I don't know if other artists have the same, but I don't know. I guess I love the kind of the groove of the '60s, the heaviness of the '70s, the creativity of the '80s, and even just the pop culture of today. So, and I also like to have a positive influence in the music, just to make people feel good, a song that they just come away feel empowered or just a little bit better.
Well, you've mentioned a lot of eras, so who can we actually credit as your major music influences?
Oh boy, I suppose the Beatles. The Beatles and the Stones were really big when I was first starting to play guitar and sing and piano. Just saturated myself listening to their music. It was easy to play, for the most part. Jumping jack flash, 3 or 4 chords, so you could pick that up real easy and just play along. And then, of course, the heavier sounds of the '70s. I love Led Zeppelin and, a lot of that. Boy, the '80s just was a wide open door. So much going on in the '80s, especially like British pop from the '80s. And of course, today there's just so much amazing music. I love the simplicity of like somebody that I used to know, like Gaudier, and even Lourdes. That song that she had, Royals, is so simple. I love how ingenious that is. So just all these aspects just have a little bit of influence here and there.
So you're basically a melting pot of music.
Put it, yeah. Even classical music too. I love to sit down and listen to like Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven or some of the classic symphonies. I love that, and I love how bands like Coldplay and even like the Beatles with George Martin brought in classical arrangements into their songs. Like Paradise with Coldplay. The string stuff is just brilliant. I love it.
Well, you've been a solo artist since 2009, and you kept the name of your original band, which was called Radio Drive. after you went solo. So tell us, what's the history of Radio Drive?
Well, I got the name from a street in Woodbury, which is a suburb here in St. Paul. It just jumped out at me, Radio Drive. I thought, whoa, that's cool. So I used that for a band name. And at the time, I put together a band and spent several months auditioning and just got the right mix. And it's hard to keep a group of guys together, that are, with the same focus, commitment, and vision. So, we ultimately broke up, but I kept the name because I wanted to get a band together again. But yeah, I thought, well, I'm not going to wait for the people. I'm just going to keep working, get the momentum going, and then when I have something all put together, then the people will come. So I didn't realize it'd be like 5 years, but so I just started, squirreling away in my home studio and making music and CDs, and each one seemed to get bigger and better, more and more interest, more and more radio play and great reviews, and then just things started happening, and so it's really been great.
Music happens while you're living life. It sounds like
I know. Well, yeah, to quote John Lennon, life happens while you're busy making other plans.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you have a wonderful website. So tell us, how do you use the internet and social media to connect with fans and spread the word about your music?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. I mean, I kind of look at it like you gotta, if you're, doing this yourself or you're independent, you got to wear all the hats. So, you put on the songwriter hat, you put on the recording engineer's hat, and when the project's finished, you got to put on the promoter's hat. And so, I'm always reading articles from various communities and websites, how to get more Twitter followers or this or that, or how to engage and connect with people. And again through Odesk, getting some folks hired on to help promote. So Twitter has been amazing, just connecting with people from around the world, and of course Facebook and all the communities like ReverbNation, for example, connecting with you has been great. So you just got to saturate yourself with the resources because, I mean, anything and everything is there to connect with people around the world, and it's just been a blast. Meeting people has been so amazing.
I agree. I love social media.
Yeah, best.
Well, since Amuse Now is about artists helping artists, I feel like with the Odesk and the free footage, stock footage, you've already helped us enough. But is there anything else you'd like to add for other artists who are trying to make a name for themselves?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's so much. I mean, I'll kind of condense it to maybe some highlights here. So I'm going to throw a lot at you, but um, I think the first thing, you got to make a quality decision. When you're going to step into this, if you really want to make it, you got to have a quality decision that you're just going to do this. And then just every day do something to promote your music, connect on Twitter, ReverbNation, whatever. Pretty soon you're going to start building a momentum, and people are going to start contacting you. Maybe gigs or management or labels or whatever. So during that time, don't be desperate. Don't feel that this is the last company that's going to contact you. So don't be desperate, because that's usually decisions made out of fear. So it's bad news. I've been there. I've done that. So just if you do have a contract, hire a music attorney, and make sure there's an out clause. Because I've gotten myself into contracts that I wish I didn't, because they didn't perform or fulfill their part. So make sure there's an out clause. And lastly, I guess just be positive. You're going to have days and weeks where it seems like nothing's happening, so you got to believe in yourself. Stay positive, stay focused. I mean, you keep at it, and things are going to happen without a doubt.
Agree.
Yeah. I know I threw a lot at you, so yeah.
It's nothing that I don't live every day myself. This is definitely a 7 day a week gig.
Oh, yeah, well, you know what that's all about. Yeah, I mean, you didn't get where you're at just wishing and daydreaming about it. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Well, You recently signed with Arista Group, and I hear you going on tour of the US and Europe, so you'll have to give us the scoop because we will definitely want to see you live.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, I'm putting a band together, and I think we've got everybody together. It's been a process finding the right people, the right fit, but it's been a blast playing with musicians again. So I love that. So we're rehearsing for a tour. We're getting the songs down. Artista, they've got offices over in Denmark and agents throughout Europe. They're busy putting together a tour. We were hoping to have something this fall, but it might not formulate. So they're looking into 2015, jumping into the festival circuits throughout Europe, maybe a showcase tour here in the States with some of the other bands that they represent. So they've got a lot in the works, a really good team. So we're very excited. We're getting ready, they're getting ready. So we're just looking forward to that calendar filling up and just taking off.
So why don't you tell everybody what your website is so that they can go out to your website and follow the news?
Absolutely. Yep. It's radio-drive.com. And of course on Twitter, at Radio Drive Music, Facebook, simply, facebook.com/Radio Drive. So yeah, just check it out. I'm always posting stuff, always a lot going on. So keep informed, keep in touch. A lot of exciting things in the works.
Awesome. Well, Kevin, it's been awesome getting to know you today.
My pleasure, Cynthia. Thank you.
Well, thank you for all those great tips and advice because I'm sure anyone who watches this learned a lot.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, it's an amazing business, and I'm always reading articles, gleaning advice from others who've gone before me. So that's what it's all about, just networking, sharing information, helping people out.
Well, good luck with that tour. I'll be looking to see if you come to Portland, and you better let me know if you come to Portland, and I wish you all good things.
Oh, thank you, Cynthia. All the best to you. Bye.
Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, you too. Bye now.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Kahn, founder of Amused Now. This featured artist presentation has been brought to you by Amused Now Entertainment, a website that enables artists to profit from their creativity. To learn more about Amused Now, visit us at www.amusednow.com or email me at ccon@amusednow.com.